It's where nasty things happen to horrid people. You know, two aunts getting squashed flat by a peach or something like that. The very bits, as a matter of fact, that are strongly objected to by librarians when the book first comes out.
Do you see it as any part of your job as a children's writer to prepare them for the hard, realistic world of being an adult?
No, it's not. I don't see anything as my job when I write for children except to entertain them as best I possibly can. Make them laugh, make them listen. And oh yes, and also I must add, to try my best to teach them to love reading books. I think anything that tries to prevent a child from living in a world of fantasy while they've got the chance is wrong. They're very shortly going to have to enter a very rough, materialistic world where fantasy doesn't have much part. And I think they should be given all of it that they can get.
Parkinson, broadcast on BBC One, 28th of October, 1978.
Evening, welcome. On my show tonight, a man who is a master of the short story, a bestseller all over the world, Mr. Roald Dahl. You've since become, as I said, a master of the short story. But, I mean, short story writers aren't actually thick on the ground, are they? What attracts you to the format?
Well, I suppose, first of all, you finish it quicker than you finish a novel, don't you? Lazy sort of chap. And I'm absolutely terrified every sentence and every paragraph I write that the reader is going to shut the book and say, I can't get on with that bull, you know, and throw it away. Now, a novelist can't do that because a novelist's got to spread himself, and he's got to take a lot of time to describe scenery and the sunlight coming through the pine trees and all that. I couldn't do that because I'd be frightened losing the reader.
But on the other hand, of course, I mean, the novel is one story, one plot. I mean, surely one of the awful things for you is inventing. You have to have a new plot for every short story.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yes.
So it begs the question. I mean, how do you arrive at these plots? I mean, what gives you the idea for a short story? Because some of yours are quite bizarre, aren't they?
You run out of them in the end, you know. You keep, I suppose you keep your eyes. The plot originally, someone once said to Stravinsky, Maestro, where do you get your great ideas? While shaving, in the bath, or while strolling in the woods in the evening sunlight with the long shadows and all that rubbish, you know? And he said, at the piano, which there's a lot of truth in there, but it may be true for Stravinsky, but it's three-quarter true for a writer, but it's only the other quarter is that obviously the spark of your plot,
yes,
which is going to have to come into your head and then you rattle it around and buzz it about, has got to come from something you see,
yes,
somewhere, or something you hear. It's got to.
Yes.
You can't just think of it. Yes. Something sparks you,
yes,
you know. It doesn't know what it is. And then you sit down and try to make a plot out.
Well, like what? I mean, like what sparks you? That's the point.
Well, something sparked me a tiny bit last week. I was talking to my old friend Martha Gellhorn, and she said a funny thing. She said, because my name is in the phone book as Martha and not M. Gellhorn, they know I'm a woman, and so I keep getting dirty telephone calls late at night, you see. Very nervous young men call me up and say horrible, beastly things to me, you see. It's about 3 in the morning. And I say, oh, come on, belt up. I'm old enough to be your grandmother, you see. And that's all she... And I remember driving home and thinking, well, by golly, there must be a story in that, you know, because it's happening to people all over the place, isn't it? You see, when you get a thing like that, a seed, there's got to be 50 ways of making a story out of that, at least. Little shoots going out all the time. You get a bit addled sitting up here, don't you? I don't know if the audience...
I'll be sitting here for 7 years.
No, I'll think of it. I'll think of it.
But just think. I mean, exercise...
No, I'll think of something. But, no, what I was going to say was you do get a bit addled because I don't think the ordinary audience sitting in their living rooms know. They think we're sitting in comfort in armchairs. These lights, for example, and if you were caught in Russia, in Moscow, by Smersh, and they were going to take you down to the interrogation cellars, This is just about the lights that...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.